rules of what needed to be done, and I gave them to the school, and they were not followed. So I contacted TEA, and they told me to ask about the 504 program, and they told me Ms. Gladden was over it. Well, I had called Mr. Baxter at the end of February and asked for 504 papers, and I haven't received them yet.
Anything else you'd like to add? We'll move on to item 4, business items for action. First up is the minutes of the previous meeting. Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Item B, payment of bills.
President, make a motion to pay the bills.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
The bill on the mulch, Gary said something about it has this special kind of mulch on the playground. Is there any way we can find out what's so special about this mulch? The reason I'm asking, I mean, if it's just a sawdust, maybe we could get it a lot cheaper through Mr. Wells with the sawmill, but she said there's a special grading part or something, so.
There's a grading, and I don't know the terminology to talk about the special grade. We searched around, we looked locally before we went out and got that one. But we couldn't find the grade that we needed locally, and that's why we went out and went over to the vendor that we did go to get the most.
Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Item C, consideration approval of rule for retaining the letter jacket. Mr. Baxter.
Mr. President, members of the board, we've been in some discussions about the rule requirements for students being eligible to acquire a letterman's jacket, not a sports letter, but a letterman's jacket. And we have a policy in our athletic handbook on how an athlete, or what stipulations the athlete has to meet to acquire a letterman's jacket. But we are looking at how our UIL competitors, our students who participate in academic UIL and one-act play and events such as that, can also earn an opportunity to earn a letter jacket. I asked the UIL representative with the small faction folks to get together and present a couple of proposals. I've reviewed these proposals, and I'm recommending that the board approve the proposal B, and I'll explain that to you. Proposal B states, and you have a copy in your packet, that by the end of the junior year, if a student has participated and completed any UIL event, academic, one-act play, and sport and a sport for 3 consecutive years, so they would have to participate in all 3 years, they would be eligible to be fitted for a letter jacket. Or by the end of their junior year, the student.
That says and, academic, one-act play, and sport. Is this supposed to be on?
It'd be a UIL event or a sport for 3 consecutive years.
Okay. Because it looks, the way it's written right there, you got to participate in all
All 3, okay. By the end of the, I'm sorry. Okay.
Well, I was just curious.
And then B states, by the end of the junior year, the student has participated in and completed 2 varsity sports or 1 varsity sport and an academic event that year. We have some students who play a sport, but then don't play a second sport. They go to UIL, participate in a UIL activity. We wanted to make sure we included those students' participation also as an opportunity for that student to earn a letter jacket. Okay? And then, of course, by the end of their senior year, if they have participated and completed a varsity sport or academic event, so if they're senior and their senior year is the first year that they participate and complete a varsity sport or participate in a UIL activity, then they would be eligible to receive a letterman's jacket. That would be at the coach's discretion. Coaches or sponsors just discretion. And then for any student who competes and wins at the state level during any year. Now, that would include all of the students that, if a freshman went and competed and won state, then that student would be eligible to get a letter jacket. Now, we also talked about whether or not we would consider participation that students have participated in, or students participating in activities in other districts, and bringing that participation to Kennard. And our feeling was this is recognizing the students' contribution and participation while attending school in the Kennard school district. So this would be for activities that were conducted while they were students here in the Kennard Independent School District. And of course, if a student earns a jacket through a combination of sports and academic events, they'll receive only the letter with no distinguishing symbols.
If they win the state, at a state level, they can't get a jacket?
Yeah.
They would be eligible to get one, right here.
Okay, well, what you talking about, they don't only get a letter? D.
You're talking about the very bottom of it, students earn a letterman jacket through a combination of sports and academic events. They will receive only the letter with no symbol.
Right.
They would only get the letter, the K on the jacket, with all the embroidered stuff on the letter, with all the symbols on the letter. They would just earn a letter.
Wouldn't have a little basketball on it or
Really ain't much difference between A and B.
True.
Well, the only difference you have there is D.
Can propose A and B? Yes. Well, right, D has the stipulation for acquiring a jacket if the student wins state. And I'll tell you, the direction I gave the folks who worked on this was be as inclusive as you can be. Yeah. We want kids to earn letters and earn an opportunity to wear a jacket, and that's a special designation. At the same time, I want as many students as have earned the opportunity to be able to sport the school jacket. So you want them to have to participate and give up their time and their effort for rehearsal and practice and on and so forth to be able to earn that letter. At the same time, like I said, I directed that those folks be as inclusive as they could be.
If a student goes to state and track, like that, in the second, third class,
Yeah, I think it is.
they would have to need to be clarified on the D part there. That it must win first, or they must compete in state, or, you know.
Students compete and wins at state level. Your any year, would you consider that first, second, third? Would you consider that winning?
I consider that placing first.
Would we want to acknowledge someone who made a mistake for 1 second?
That's what I'm saying. All I'm asking is I think it's talking about basketball, but there might be,
Well, we had a child go to state last year, ready, and I believe it was ready right, and he finished third.
okay. He won third. It doesn't say wins first.
I think if they just compete at the state, if they represent us at the state level, that all gets completed.
I agree.
Especially if they're a freshman, let's keep them.
If a student competes at state level,
During any year.
during the year, be inclusive, that's inclusive.